fans, Fun by REEF here. How's everybody doing? So on this episode of the Yoda build, we're going to talk about how we're going to cycle the Yoda tank. There's a couple different ways. We're going to touch base on it. And by starting off, what I end up doing with this tank's been running up for a week now. I didn't use any fish for the cycle. It can be pretty cruel to your fish. Why do that when you can go out and you can just buy some nitrogen bacteria in a bottle like this one here. This one's from Fritz. This one's the Fritz zyme 9. And we're gonna touch base on that in a minute and how I liked it. So this is a no fish cycle. That means is the way I like to do it, and I've done it on all my other tanks, is very successful. The day before I start adding the nitrogen bacteria, because they need something to sort of feed on there with their ammonia. So you gotta get the ammonia cycle started in there. I just add some rod's food into there. It starts decaying and creates that ammonia, so the bacteria can even get a better chance of life to start and do that whole process. Don't worry, nobody's a sponsor here, guys. This is all on me. Just want to point that out. Going forward, so when the rod's food's in there, it's breaking down, it's decaying, it's creating ammonia. So after you get the ammonia, this bacteria is going to start eating that down, and it's going to go from nitrate to nitrate. It's going to break it from those components so it's not so harmful to your fish in that lowest form. And even if it's in the lowest form of the nitrate, that you still don't want to hide because it still hurt your fish, but you can still do a water change in between. But that's the whole process of this, guys. This one here cost me $18 at my local fish store, Big L's in Ottawa. It was 18 bucks. This one's good for up to 80 gallons, 946 milliliters. So 80 gallons, you can do quite a bit of water in your tanks. So I can probably do a few of my other tanks as well with this. And I did this for a week. So I added the rod's food, left it in there for one day, and then I started adding the Fritz 9 here into the tank. When you're adding this bacteria, make sure to shut your protein skimmer off and any carbon or anything like that. Just let your tank run through the pumps. Another key, turn your tank up to 80 Fahrenheit, but make sure you turn it down when you start adding your fish and corals in there, because you don't want to shock them or kill them. But yeah, turn it up to about 80, and this way it really makes the bacteria take off and populate and gets all over the rock, the sand, and that's what you all want about. You want to make sure to have a good population of bacteria in there, because what that bacteria is going to do when your fish are in there, introduced like your crabs, your hermit crabs, they all create poop. And then when that breaks down, again, it creates ammonia, nitrate, and then it kills your fish. If it gets then too many ppm, sometimes over 20 ppm, you're gonna kill your fish. So you always wanna make sure and keep anything underneath that and do your water changes. But if you can get a good population of bacteria in there, you're good to go, and you're gonna have a more successful reef tank. So I was pretty pleased with this, guys. I ran this about a week, and make sure and get a good test kit, guys, whatever you're comfortable with, and record every day all the numbers until you get everything down so it's just the lowest part of the nitrate, and then you're good to go. Definitely happy with the Fritz 9, so you don't have to wait weeks or months to finally get some coral and fish in there and fix up that new tank syndrome. So guys, definitely check that one out. And what's awesome about this, we've done this process and this build, we're gonna keep going on every week. We're gonna learn something new, and you're gonna watch this tank go from nothing, hopefully full-blown corals, and a beautiful established reef tank. And what's going to be cool about this too, because it's themed Yoda, I got some cool ideas that you guys are going to see, and there'll be something daily for you guys to check out as well. So it's going to be very exciting. So guys, check out the Fritz 9. It's definitely worth the money. When you can go out there and you check the different prices for all the different kinds, this one's here, definitely in your budget. And nothing has to be expensive in this hobby, guys. Just do your research and go for the best price, because a lot of them, they're pretty similar. And I've always seen everybody posting up about the Fritz 9. Definitely check it out. Thanks for tuning in this week, guys. We learned a little bit about the Fritz 9 and how I cycled the Yoda tank. And it'll speak for itself as we go further for months and beyond. So thanks for tuning in this, guys. Please subscribe and hit that like button.